Hello everyone. I am Lina. I'm one of the faces of Full Moon Festival, the now is Full Moon community. I'm here in Edinburgh with Grian. He's gonna talk about the prophecy of the Rainbow Warriors. And so, Grian, can you tell us what are you doing here in Edinburgh?
Yes, I have been invited by the Scottish International Storytelling Festival to present, to introduce our global project, is the Earth Stories Collection. We have presented this in last years, but now we are starting new steps within the Earth Stories Collection. This is a global bank of myths, legends, and folk tales from all around the world, capable to transmit a systemic thinking, complex systems, ecocentric, organicist, and based on consciousness worldview. This is to try to change the collective worldview of humanity in order to avoid the climate and extinction crisis in which we are entering now. And then within this Earth Stories collection, we have the myths of the future.
So as you can see before, we were talking about the prophecy of the eagle and the condor. Now we are talking about the prophecy of the Rainbow Warriors, that I believe that some of you, if not all of you, are part of this prophecy. So it's not only for the indigenous people, but also for all around the world, for the people that are now feeling the cold. They are feeling like there is something missing, that they want to reconnect with nature. So there is this prophecy. But Grian is, I think that he is the one that he can explain us all about this prophecy, all about the Rainbow Warriors. As I said before, this is something that you really want to know. And if you have any question, please let us know. And so now I will just let Grian to talk about this prophecy and share about everything. So Grian, please, can you please tell us more about the prophecy?
Thank you, Lina. Okay, first I must say is that this is a prophecy from the time concept that we are using in Western countries, in which we have a linear time concept. From this linear time concept, this is a prophecy. But from the cyclical and in spiral time concept from the traditional cultures, oral cultures, this is not a prophecy. This is a myth of the future. Which means this? This means that my hypothesis of the myths of the future, which has been included in a postgraduate course at the University of Edinburgh in 2024. In this hypothesis, I am saying that the collective unconscious of humanity, foreseeing what we are living now, foreseeing this climate and extinction and social crisis in which we are living now, foreseeing this crisis, the collective unconscious of humanity, which is the wisdom reservoir of humanity, rise to our consciousness, to our awareness, different legends in different parts of the world, in different cultures of the world, legends that spoke about warriors. This is an archetype. This is not necessary violent warriors. Warriors from all colors, from all ethnic background, who will save the our planet, the species on our planet, the community of life on our planet, when these times will arrive. These stories are the most important stories about these myths of the future are the legend of the Rainbow Warriors, the Shambhala Warriors legend from Tibet. The legend of the Rainbow Warriors is from the Cree Nation in southern Canada. As I said, the second one is the Shambhala Warriors legend from the Tibetan people, shared by the Buddhist Tibetan religion and also by the Bon religion. And there is a third one, is from the Celtic British people, is the Once and Future King, is about the second coming of the King Arthur with his knights of the Round Table and the Avalon warriors. Then the legend of the Rainbow Warriors says maybe is the legend which is representing in the best way what is happening in our time. In this legend, for example, as I can read you now, this legend starts.
I'm sorry, something just, okay, now we are here, okay.
This legend of the Rainbow Warriors from the Cree Nation says, there was an old lady from the Cree tribe named Ace of Fire who prophesied that one day, because of the white man's greed, there would come a time when the fish would die in the streams, the birds would fall from the air, the waters would be blackened, and the trees would no longer be mankind as we would know. It would all but cease to exist. There would come a time when the keepers of the legend, stories, cultural rituals and myths, and all the ancient tribal customs would be needed to restore us to health. They would be mankind's key to survival. They were the warriors of the rainbow. All the peoples of all the tribes would form a new world of justice, peace, freedom, and recognition of the Great Spirit. This is mainly the idea of the legend of the Rainbow Warriors. And according to my hypothesis, this was one of the tools that the collective unconscious of humanity, or collective wisdom, one of the narrative tools that it sent us to these times in order that we can identify with the archetypes of the Rainbow Warriors, of the Shambhala Warriors, of the Avalon Warriors. The idea is that we can find a narrative with which we can connect deeply in our conscious and in our unconscious, in order that these archetypes can act in this world, in the physical world. This is more or less what I have been explaining in my last book, Being a Legend. But the idea is that if we can believe that we are the Rainbow Warriors, the Shambhala Warriors, the Avalon Warriors, if we can believe that we are them, then we can identify with these archetypes. And these archetypes, they are powerful because these archetypes are what in the ancient times they called the gods and the goddesses. These archetypes are very powerful. They act from the collective unconscious, but they have a powerful effect on this realm, this physical realm, on this on this realm in which we are risking our life, risking our survival, because the climate and extinction crisis, because the wars, because this fascist wave which is colonizing all the world, these are the times in which the Rainbow Warriors, the Shambhala Warriors, the Avalon Warriors would come to live and would come to avoid the disaster.
Now that Grianda, you are talking about this, I heard this something quite similar to this prophecy in the past, that they were called rainbow because the warriors would be from different colors, and also some of the elders from the indigenous communities, they say that they were waiting for these warriors and now I can say that, here in Full Moon Festival, we have been helping, different indigenous communities, because they have been, let's say, gathering, let's say that they are doing the eagle and the condor prophecy. So now that, as I said before, now that we are talking about the prophecy, so I feel that Full Moon Festival, that now is a community. There are lots of people, the young people, that they feel this call, but they don't know where to go. They just had the feeling that they say we need to do something. Like they feel the call. They feel like they want to be part of something, but they are quite confused because now the news. Now, like everything is quite like if you think that you can help, sometimes it's like you are going like mad, like you're getting crazy. So it's like just to think different. It makes you like feel like I don't know, is this right or this is not right? But now that we know more about this prophecy, the Rainbow Warriors, Korean. How can these people that, the warriors, that they can see this live, they are watching the live, how they can just get involved, how can just they can have some answers, how they can just feel that what they are feeling is like a no, like they are getting crazy, like there's something inside them. It's really like a warrior. It's really like they want to do something. So is there any, I don't know, website, or is there anything that maybe they can join you, and maybe, like if we get together, that as the elders they are doing now, the indigenous people, they are getting together. So I believe that the warriors, maybe from the Western, maybe we can also do our bit, we can also get together. So we know that we don't feel like we are indigenous, because we live here in the West. We were, let's say, we born, outside from any of this tribe. So how can we just get together? Is there anything that you can maybe share with us that maybe we can just, I don't know, something?
The way to join the Rainbow Warriors prophecy is easier. Is very easy. It is just to believe that we are those who we were waiting for. We are the ones. We are the Rainbow Warriors that from several centuries ago. Different cultures have been waiting for. We are them. This is the first way. Then, the second way maybe is just to understand what is this, what are saying these legends. These legends, all of them are speaking about warriors. But warriors, it not necessarily speaks about violence and war. A warrior is just, as an archetype in the collective unconscious, a warrior is just a person who has overcome their fear, who has just don't permit that their fear wins, and this person takes action. This is a warrior, the person who overcomes their fear and takes action. And this is a moment in the world that we, all of us, need to take action. If we want to survive, we need to take action. And these are the Rainbow Warriors, the people who take action, who says, okay, I am afraid, but don't worry, I go ahead. I overcome my fear and I go ahead and take action, Then, the second symbol in these legends, in the legend of the Rainbow Warriors, Shambhala Warriors, Avalon Warriors, is that there is a place between heaven and earth in which, from which these warriors are coming. What is the rainbow? The rainbow is a bridge between heaven and earth. What is Shambhala? Shambhala is a city in the middle, is a heavenly city on the earth. And what is Avalon, the island of Avalon, is a heavenly island, but on the earth. Then the warriors, these non-violent warriors, are coming from a place between heaven and earth. And then this is what these symbols are saying us. Then, everyone who is working for social justice, for ecological justice, against climate change, against extinction of species, everyone who is working to make a better world is a Rainbow Warrior now. Everyone who is working for social and ecological justice is a Rainbow Warrior now. And she must feel that is a Rainbow Warrior and believe that they are Rainbow Warriors, okay? Then, if you want to belong to any kind of organization, but this is not really an organization, we have made, in 2024, we made a global network of activist groups named Rainbow Warriors 3.5. You can find it on the internet in rainbowwarriors35.org. rainbowwarriors35.org. This is just a network of small tribes, small groups of people who is working for social or ecological justice, people who is working to make a better world. The idea is to make a network, a complex system of small tribes, small activist groups working to avoid the disaster and to make a better world. And then the idea in this network is just to be connected, connected with each other. The idea is that all the people who is working to improve the world, to improve our society, to improve our natural environment, that all of us be connected. It is not necessary to make civil disobedience. This network is basically for people working in second, third, and fourth line of activism. There are many people. I have been in the first line of activism, doing civil disobedience. I have been putting my body in front of the police, even making civil disobedience. But this is not necessary in Rainbow Warriors 3.5. What we need is people working for making a better world in any field. What are your talents? What are your skills? Use your talents and your skills to make a better world. Then you will be just, in this way, you will be a Rainbow Warrior. And you can make a tribe with your friends, with your family, with anyone that can work in the same field that you are working. And you can make a tribe, you can register in Rainbow Warriors 3.5, and in this network we will organize councils of tribes in order that all the tribes, all the groups can connect between themselves and can know about the work of everyone is doing, and even can collaborate, cooperate. The idea is to be stronger through our connections with other groups, with other tribes of Rainbow Warriors. This is the idea.
Now that you say that, it's also because I believe that, some of the people that they are feeling like they call, some of them they are feeling like okay, so they feel like they are the only one, like they friends, they don't think quite similar. So now that you are saying that, I know that for human being we need to get like a community. That's why we changed the name of Full Moon Festival, because Full Moon Festival is not just for once in a year during the full moon of July, but also because now Full Moon has been supporting, helping different, indigenous communities. So now it's like I would say that Full Moon is more like a rainbow warriors community,
Uh-huh.
But now that, because I believe that also helping the neighbor, and sometimes like you don't have to dress like like a different. It's just be yourself, and if you're feeling that compassion inside you, because I believe that more like a rainbow warrior is to feel the compassion, to feel like the love, as well, like to feel like also love for nature. And it's some of these young people I've been seeing like they are now in depression, like now they are living in anxiety because they see like the world now is quite like a chaos, like it's different, so they don't feel safe anymore. But now that you say that we have to believe that we are warriors, we have to believe that we can do something, like it's not just there in our house, watching news or whatever on the social media, but also to do something. So as you say, we don't have to go like to confront, we don't have to go to the war, but also we can make changes, like even little changes in our community,
Yeah, the idea is just to be a Rainbow Warrior is just to put your talents and your skills at the service of the earth and the community of life on earth. Not only humans, but all of the species. Put your talents and your skills at the service of the earth and the community of life on earth. And we have a motto. We have a motto which is radical hope, however unrealistic it may be. Radical hope. Then, if you are depressed because they are saying, no, we are going to a collapse, okay, the collapse is a possibility. It's really a possibility. The situation is very serious about the climate change and extinction crisis. It's very serious. And very serious also this fascist wave which we are living in the world in this moment, okay? The situation is very serious, but we need radical hope. Without radical hope, we will be defeated. And if we have radical hope, we can get this objective to avoid the disaster. We can do it. We can do it. And I invite you to take this motto, radical hope, however unrealistic it may be, as a key for your action in the world, for your future, for dreaming your future, to tell your own narrative about your future. Radical hope. We can do it. We will win. We will overcome these dangerous times, possibly the most dangerous times for humanity in thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Probably the worst times in all our history. Anyway, we can win. We can overcome this situation. Have radical hope. We can do it.
Now that you're saying that is now like I've been working with the children. For me, it's like a belief that the children, they are not the future, they are the present. So I believe that now the young people that we are, they are the present. So we can't just say you are the future, because I believe that the future is now. It's now. It's the present.
Yeah.
So. We have to do something now. We can't just wait for tomorrow. It's now. So I know that maybe, I do my meditation every day, and, this is something that really helps. My meditation is always good for me, and I feel like it's not only for me. Lots of people, I find it, they are finding quite like a meditation, like a really good way to calm down now that we are living these kind of situations. But now that you say hope, I see some of the indigenous, our brothers and sisters from different communities, indigenous communities. I can see them as, Cacique Ninawa. He is really, he has lots of hope, He's a warrior. He's doing lots of really great stuff, getting all the spiritual leaders now together, the Huni Queens. As Cacique, Huni Queen, there are lots and lots and lots of chiefs, the different, indigenous communities that they are now saying, okay, now we have to move. We can't just wait for like a solution. We can't just wait for a better future. We need to work to do something now. So that's why I just wanted to share with all of you guys about this prophecy. Please read. Yeah.
There is another thing.
Oh, please.
Because maybe the people don't understand why the warriors of the rainbow, according to the Cree prophecy, is saying that they will be storytellers, the keepers of the legends, myths, and folk tales and ancient traditions. Why? Because we can change our future through narrative. Mm-hmm. There was a psychologist in the University of Harvard, Jerome Bruner. He said that we construct reality through narrative. We construct reality through narrative. Even your own identity is built through narrative. We tell a story about ourselves. I was born in that, and then my mother told me, and then my father brought us to. We tell a story in order to give a meaning to our identity. And we tell stories in order to give meaning to the reality in which we live. Then, we are building the reality through narrative. And there is a discipline in the universities from the 1960s. There is a discipline which is futures studies. In this discipline, they say that there are a lot of possible futures. There are less plausible futures, and there are very few probable futures. And the idea is that we can make an alternative future in order to make first a possible future, then a plausible future, and finally a probable future. Which is the way in which we can make this alternative future a probable future? Through narrative. Because through narrative we are building reality, as Jerome Bruner said. Then, what are the myths of the future? The Rainbow Warriors legend, the Shambhala Warriors legend, the Avalon Warriors legend. What are these narratives? These are narratives to construct a new reality. Mm-hmm. We need a new narrative. This narrative, the collective unconscious of humanity has given us this narrative in order that we can use now to construct a new future, a new reality in the present, as you say. In the present. As you say. In the present. In this present we can use these narratives to construct the new reality through a narration that we can tell ourselves and tell to the rest of the world. What is the narrative? That we are the ones we were waiting for. We are the Rainbow Warriors, we are the Shambhala Warriors, we are the Avalon Warriors, the warriors from all races, all ethnic background who came to avoid the disaster. We are them, and we can do what the narrative that gave us the collective unconscious tell that we will do.
Also, I think that it's very important to say now that the memories also are quite important. I was talking to one of the elders from La Sierra Nevada, one of the Mamos, Mamo Manuel from Aluna, and he was saying that we need to remember that if we lost our memories, if we lost, like if we don't know who we were or our ancestors, so that would be the end. So now with social media, some people say that in 10 years people will start to forget. So now, because there are apps that they are remember you everything, like oh, I have an appointment, so you don't have to remember, you don't have to use the brain. So you are, in 10 years, it's gonna be even worse. Even some kids, that now they don't remember because they are not using the brain, now to remember. So now that we have to be aware, we need to really to keep thinking about our memories, to bring back our memories. So I will just, if I can just ask you guys, if you can just go I don't know, to your grandmother or grandfather or any mother, or ask them how about your past, about your roots, because I know all of us, we are all connected, we are all the same, but at the same time, it's also good to know who was before me, who in our country, and our roots, and then we can go to the ancestors more in the past, because some of the indigenous communities, they believe that the past, the present, and the future, they are all on the same time. So we are living the past, we are living the present, and we are living the future at the same time. So the time is not linear, the time is like this. So but if we forget, so we are gonna just become like a robot or something like that. So I think that part of being a warrior, a rainbow warrior or Shambhala, or is to be part of, or to bring our memories back, but not only for us, but also for our children, so they can know, they can feel, they can see, that not only the social media, not only AI can just build a new memory. So it's up to us to keep our roots alive. And now that we are here in Storytelling Center right now, and this is the way that ancestors always, they have been keeping our memory alive because of the histories. So now tomorrow is the Halloween. So Halloween, is quite nice because
it's an ancient tradition.
Yeah.
And it's memory.
Yeah.
Stories is memory. Legends is memory. Our memory, and ancient tradition is memory as well. Then, what means this? In the legend of the Rainbow Warriors says that the Rainbow Warriors will be the keepers of the myths, legends, folk tales, and ancient traditions. This means that the Rainbow Warriors will be the people with memory. The people with memory. The memory of the collective unconscious of humanity, which has been offering us these stories through a millennia, really.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
this memory of all humanity.
Our ancestors.
Yeah, kept in the collective unconscious of humanity.
So tomorrow is el Día de los Muertos, but not only in Mexico, but also in Argentina, and in I didn't know that in Colombia, some of the indigenous community, they also celebrate Día de los Muertos, and it was new to me, like even I was born in Colombia and I didn't know that. And so in Argentina they celebrate Día de los Muertos, and all around, and also in here, here in Scotland, it's like with the Halloween also. So it's like they believe, all of them, they believe that tomorrow we are gonna have, the perfect time that we are gonna be, or our ancestors will be able to visit our world. So in Mexico they celebrate that, and here with fire as well. So in the end, everything is memory. Everything is like for us to keep, So I was thinking that maybe tomorrow we could do something, maybe in here, even, I don't know if just tomorrow, maybe we can ask, maybe we can join our forces to bring back our memories, like the one that we have been, we lost. So maybe we can bring back, maybe we can think about Green Man, we can think about more about what we have lost, and then we can start doing more, work together. I don't know, it's just something that I just, maybe, tomorrow is quite like a special day.
Tomorrow is, in the Celtic tradition, the Celtic tradition comes from India. The Celts were in the Indo-European tribes. They came from India from thousands of years ago, and the day of tomorrow is what Celts, I don't remember now, I am not sure, I think it was the festival of Shamain, or Imbolc, I think it's Shamain. But it is a celebration from thousands of years ago, and it has arrived here because the memory.
So maybe tomorrow, if you can just light a candle, and in Mexico they use flowers, and in here we use the pumpkins. So maybe we can just celebrate all together. It's quite like, I think that tomorrow the energy is gonna be just perfect if we can do something, no? And so if any of you have a question, please, so please feel free to ask. So I don't know, is there anything else that you like to share?
I don't know how many time we have, because maybe if we go more than the minutes that Instagram permits, then it seems that you cannot preserve the...
No, the live, you can, we can go just, but so don't worry about live.
Okay.
Live videos,
okay.
there is
then we are here. We are here
so
to,
I think that no one now, okay, so I don't know, I just say thank you very much, guys. Thank you for being a community. So now Full Moon is not just a Full Moon festival, but also a community. So from now on, we are gonna have more lives. We are gonna have more we are going to invite different elders from different cultures, communities, so they can remind us to, and also because I think that now more than ever we need also to get together, not only because of the prophecy of the eagle and the condor, that is, the people say that is only for the indigenous people, but also for us, the people that we are not indigenous. So we can also get together. So it's time for the communities. It's time for us to get together, and that's why Full Moon now is a community as well. And I'm also gonna start something. I don't know if sounds crazy, but I would like to start celebrating the full moon, like not only in July, but also that from all around the world, the year. So if some of you like to join me during the full moon of November, December, any month, so please let me know, because I will be just happy if we can just share that. We can just, God's presence will be just on the fire and just share memories and just share, our knowledge about our past, our present, and maybe about our future. So this is, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for
very much.
Inviting me to your channel.
Yeah, so I'm gonna invite Grian to collaborate in this video, so he's gonna be there in this video. So if you want to get in touch, so thank you very much to all of you, and enjoy tomorrow. Please, that tomorrow, just let's focus our energy to bring back the memories that we have lost. So let's try tomorrow to remember who we were, who we are, and who we will be. No?
Fine.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.